And the Chechens just getting their act together quickly. It's looking like it's going to be number 7, Yakubik, who's going to be taking on the job of sprinting. Fong versus Yakubik. Which way will this go? They're off. Both players pedal to the metal. Yakubik comfortably, easily a boat and a half ahead of Fong, but Fong, fair play, still gave him a good nudge with his boat, so it's going to be the Chechens who make the first attack of this first half. Long ball left, finds Bartosz, needs to find a friend, finds number 2, Cianik. Foul on the keeper, timeout. Interesting, okay, I think referee calling it back to a play on for a paddle foul that occurred, so it's going to be Checha who take control of this now. I think Sandra Wolf just making sure that the foul is taken, or the free shot is taken from where the foul occurred, so looking like Cianik is going to be allowed into the Chinese zone. Chinese are going to compress around him, and he will be looking through a forest of paddles. Code need to take. After all that, recycled ball, lovely ball in. This is Yakubik now. Whoa! Yakubik over to Cianik, who puts Checha on the board. Checha 1, China 0. Both of these teams, as I said earlier, really need a win here. It's only the top 3 teams in the group that will advance. It's been a very tough time for both of these teams today, I think. I don't know how much of the ambient sound's coming through on the stream. Just turn that up for you a little bit there. Big chance from the Chechen supporters. But also the Chinese as well, naturally being the home favourites. Chinese supporters out in force. It's good to see loads of people here who presumably have nothing to do with canoe polo. They're just interested in the spectacle of the event. Lovely ball in. Ooh, amazing opportunity there by Xu. Stopped decisively by Eizelt. Chinese corner. Fong to take. Definitely Chinese being chanted. Oh, wayward pass. Zheng needs to get his hands to this. Takes the bin. Good push there from Cianik. Cianik just forcing the ball off the pitch. I think the rest of the Chinese team very clearly seeing which way that was going, and they've hot-footed it back to their own half. Cianik to take. Long ball up, finds Eizelt. Eizelt over to Bartosz. Bartosz now. Swatted away, great stop. I think the Chinese looking like they've been compressed quite decisively into their zone, so they need to tidy this up, and I think they're going to need to move the Chechen boats away a little bit. This is not giving their goalkeeper, Qian, much time to think about these shots at all. Going for a chasing 2 and 2 by the looks of it, so those top 2 players are chasing out and trying to hit the pass. That was very well done by Zheng. Needs to keep his head here and keep control of this. Manages it. And Qian just giving him some support. Qian bringing the ball up, lovely long ball up. Finds the hands of Su. Su unfortunately falls foul of number 4 Bartosz. Lovely ball over. Finds Janoszek. Janoszek has a man on him but needs a free man. Needs to find number 6 in the middle, ideally, or number 1 Eizelt. Eizelt. Again, great stop. Big cheers from my right. The Chinese contingent making their presence known. Interesting. Okay, so it's looking like it's going to be a card. for number 8 from China. This is a penalty. That's a curious decision. Okay. I don't think that's 4 meters. I think you can get a bit closer than that, personally. There we are. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. So eyes out to take. Hopefully Chen to save. That's the one. Eyes out taking Checha to 2-0 here on pitch 4. First half still anything to play for here on pitch 4. The Chinese straight back up to 5 boats off the back of that Chechen goal. Checha looking like they're going to set up a 3-1 defense. Into the zone goes Xu. Xu trying to move Kotnik out the way, but Kotnik not giving him any quarter. Very skillfully just whacking the edge on and just trying to force Xu to try and move both the weight of Kotnik himself and his boat and the water behind him. Very, very, very good zone work there. Ball goes right, finds Ling. Ling over to Su. To Jiang. 26 seconds left on the shot clock. Jiang needs to take charge of this. I think we're going to have to recycle this right out and hit this zone with speed, which is exactly what they're looking like doing. In goes Her with some speed, but I think they might have overcommitted here. They're going to need to have some sort of cover, and they need to get a shot away now, really. Chianik just needs to get his hands to it. Yep, easily draws the paddle foul. Oh, number 7, Jakubik has gone. He has got all the time in the world. Again, I think overcommitment there from the Chinese, just all of them in the zone, absolutely no cover whatsoever. I mean, that was just an accident waiting to happen. Gabriel Chianik taking Checha to 3, China to 0. Interesting. Okay, so the Chechens have decided to go man-to-man here, so going 5 out. So this is an exercise in movement and communication. So the Chinese are going to have to move and cross and move and cross and try to hold on to this, but I think it's paid off for the Chechens. They've forced the error. But the Chinese are fighting back, but it's not enough. Kotnik now needs to finish this. Oh my goodness. The fact that Liang was able to get a paddle to that is nothing short of a miracle. That is a very, very good job. He's absolutely grinning ear to ear, and you know what? You've earned that. That was fantastic. So I think we're going to see the Chechens continue to push by the sounds of it. They reckon they can pressure this Chinese team into dropping the ball. It has paid off for them once. They do need to make good on their threat and actually stick the landing, but this team have very much proven that they are capable of doing that. Okie dokie, so that was a card given for the paddle that I was just praising, but that's okay. Kotnik sticks the landing. What a cannon. Okay, well, Chinese back up to 5 boats once again. Checha 4, China 0. Once again, we're going to see the Chechen boats go toe-to-toe with the Chinese. They will be calling which players they've got, and they're going to be sticking on them like glue. Now, they do need to make sure that they don't tackle outside the 6-meter zone. I think that was questionable choices by some of the Chechen boats, but they've gotten away with it. The Chinese not to be caught on the break once again. I think they have managed to kill this ball, but ball is left in the hands of Minsak. Minsak, long, lovely over the zone pass, but just needs to find a hand. Janoszek, looking like he wants to lay the ball off, finds Chianik. Chianik takes a deflection, goes off for a corner. Looking like it's going to be Janoszek to take. battling in the zone is Xu from China, going head-to-head with Chernik. Ball across Eizelt, looking dangerous. Finds Bartosz. Bartosz needs to get his hands to this. Tries to skin around the outside, gets the ball into the zone. Chernik not quite stick of the landing, but lovely ball in. The big calls of get him off the pitch, I think referring to the attackers being pushed off. Get him out of the way. Lovely ball. Ooh, needs to control this. Lovely, skillfully done. Needs to get. That's unfortunate. I really think that's unfortunate. He managed to absolutely nail the paddling part of controlling that, and then flubbed it with the hands. Chernik finds himself under pressure from He. Concedes a foul, unfortunately. Fair pressure though from He. All over Eizelt. I think we might be starting to see the Chinese push out a little bit. Ball in to Janošek. Janošek looking dangerous. Thinks better of it. Recycles the ball out. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Eizelt now dipping his nose under. Lovely ball in. Opportunity. No, I think that's going to be a foul on the keeper. So ball turns over to the Chinese, and that has absolutely incensed the Chinese supporters to my right. Big shouts of go, go, go. Amazingly, yeah, no, I thought, okay. I think there was a very concerted effort there from Chernik not to lean on the boat. I thought he managed it, but referees are much closer than me. Always difficult when you're reaching over a boat. Oh! I think that was a very serious attempt by the Chinese. Fair play to them. Wasting no time in getting back into their own half. They've got Qian in goal. Undershot from Bartosz. Chinese need to hold this, and they need to get back in the Chechen half. Okay. What is going on? Okay. It's number 4 from China, I believe. Green card for, I want to say, illegal substitution. I can see from here. I think that was Sandra Wolf just confirming something with the line ref. So Chinese down to 4 boats once again. Not what you want to be seeing when you've got a 4-goal deficit. Again, a wayward pass, just that high lob shot. It's easy pickings for players as skilled as the Chechens. Bartosz now flicks it away. That was tidy. Beautiful little 1-2 from Bartosz and Janošek. Bartosz almost nonchalant in the way he just flicks that away. The confidence he had that Janošek was there, that's seriously impressive. Again, we're going to see the Chechen team push out here. The Chinese, of course, now back up to 5 boats off the back of the goal. Okay, that's been given in China's favour. Chernik looking disgruntled, to say the least. Zhong just taking this at his own pace. Needs to find a friend. Resists the hand tackle, beautiful work. Leon called, makes the pass. Needs to recycle this all the way out, but that is not where you wanted to put that. Janošek is dangerous. Number 9 needs to turn and face and hit him now. Zhang needs to face and hit him. Push him. It's very nice from the Jakubik saying, go on, Kotnik, you have a go. We're all friends here. So, Czechia 6, China 0. 38 seconds left on the clock. Once again, Czechia pushing out. China need to move, and that is just a breakdown in communication, but thankfully not punished for Fong. Fong needs to find a friend, manages to find Zhang. Zhang but is under heavy pressure from Chernik. Chernik puts him in the drink and successfully achieves the sideline throw. There's time on this clock for one more Chechen goal, I think. Lovely ball in. Finds Menzak. Menzak looking dangerous, left-handed. Right post. Penalty again. This has been a very penalty-heavy half of Polo. So it's looking like it's going to be Menzak to take. We've got 5 Chinese players on the pitch still, but there will be a card because it's a penalty, but I don't know who it's for. Who's being put in the sin bin. It's looking like it's going to be number 3, Chesu. So, Zheng needs to hold the Chechens at 6. It's all on Zheng now. Can Menzak get this past him? He can. That's it. Change halves. What an interesting half of Polo. Goodness me. Very penalty heavy. I think that's Chernik just going to go and give Danny Bosch something to think about by the sounds of it. But yes, very, very, very interesting. So, in terms of what I think we're going to see in the second half, I think we're going to probably see more of the same from the Chechens. It does seem to be working quite well for them. I am really enjoying this pressure that they've got going on, and they're pushing the Chinese. I think it is working quite well for them. The Chinese, I think they just need to take a deep breath. They've got the home advantage here. They've got stands of people cheering for them. They just need to take that extra second to think about the pass before they make it and keep their heads up, honestly. I think once they tidy up the passing, they will be absolutely fine. And they've shown that they have got the firepower and they have got the stopping power in the zone. They just need to use it. I think there's an element of confidence here. And to be fair to them, you know, with a 7-goal deficit, I think I'd be feeling quite shaken up as well. But yeah, they're a strong side. I don't know that they've particularly done themselves justice in the first half, so I'm very hopeful for the second half. I think this Chinese team really does have a lot to offer, and just as a wider point, China have managed to submit teams for every single category in the world. So that's the senior women, senior men, under 21 men and under 21 women all together, and that is, I think it's unheard of, quite frankly, at this level. So fair play to them. To field that many teams and to field that many strong teams is really good. So I'm very grateful to be witnessing such a historic event here in Deqing. As I said earlier, the venue is absolutely fantastic. The lake is beautiful. This is one of the 4 summer resorts in China, and so I happen to know that there are a number of Chinese residents who live in Shanghai who come to holiday here, and I can see why. It's absolutely beautiful. Very humid, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think up until today the weather's been absolutely spectacular, and sure enough, the second that first whistle went, the heavens opened, and it was like I'd never left the UK, quite frankly. If you are just joining us here on pitch 4, the score as it stands, as you can see on the screen, Czechia 7, China 0. China with a mountain to climb in the second half. would like to thank our sponsors, Upin Sports, for their generous support of our sport over the years. We've provided all the balls for this event and the goals as well as a lot of back office items as well. Instrumental in making sure that this event runs smoothly. And would also like to thank the host organising committee for putting on such an amazing event. The volunteers are brilliant. They have been running around trying to make sure that everyone's needs are met. They have really, really given it their all. So fair play to them. I think they've done a wonderful job. I'm very, very grateful to be here. I think we're just taking a minute as we reset the game clock. Game clock and shot clock have been reset. Referee calls lineup, please. Sprinting from China, it's looking like it's going to be number 4, Fong, taking on at number 7, Yakubik. All in the middle, Yakubik gets there comfortably ahead. Chooses not to turn the boat away. Do you know what? That's fair enough. Fair enough. I don't think there was any backward movement of the arm. I thought that was completely reasonable, personally. I think Yakubik was being a little bit mugged off, which, you know, I can understand that. Right, someone needs to get their hands to this. Here we are. Heavy pressure from Kodnik, just pushing on Fong, but I think that was deemed to be either on the deck or inappropriate contact with the body. Again, we are going to see now. Kodnik, can't drop your man. He's behind you. That's it. Long ball up, finds the anchor, but it's too far. Izelt needs to get his boat round. He manages it, but under heavy pressure from Xu. Forces a slightly wayward pass, but it's not punished. Mensah bringing the ball up. China hot-footing it back to their own half. Setting up the 3 and 1. Bartosz looking dangerous, finds Yakubik. That's the one. I have to say, Bartosz's assists so far have been absolutely spectacular. Czechia 8, China 0, with a full 8 minutes and 38 seconds left on the clock. The Chinese supporters in my right ear have redoubled their support for their home team. Again, slightly wayward pass, but this press from the Chechens really paying off for them. Bartosz needs to hold this. Lovely ball in, finds Menzak, who tries to skin past Su, but is forced to turn away. Great defensive work there by Su. Bartosz again looking threatening. As I said, his assists thus far have been absolutely fantastic. So that is Yakubik once again on the board. Czechia 9, China 0. And looking like there's going to be absolutely no respite for this Chinese team. Chechens still with the 5-man press. I think we're going to need to see a lot more movement from the Chinese in order to create passing opportunities. You cannot stay static. You've got to move, you've got to move, you've got to move. You've got to force your opponents to misplay or to drop the man. Again, a big push from Bartosz, but resisted by Zheng. Oh my goodness, it's the battle of hand paddles. I think he has done so well, Zhang, to get to that. Considering he has no paddles, his teammate Su just trying to rearm him with his paddles, but meanwhile the game is happening around them. That's Kodnik on the board once again. I just don't think this Chinese team has the experience with the 5-man press in order to know how to handle it. And to be fair to the Chechens, they are giving us an absolute masterclass in how it's done. With a 5-man press, you've got to move and you've got to be confident that you can resist that push. That push, in fact. Well held by Su. Su, again, ooh, he looks like he's hurt. That looks really bad. He's okay. So I think he's holding his ear. I think he might have just taken ear or his neck. I think we're going to have to take a minute here. He looks really, really, really upset. I think he might have just taken some sort of hit up under the helmet. That really, really hurts. I think that's the referee just checking he's okay to continue. Long ball up. Beautiful pass. Now we need a fast runner from the Chinese here. They just need to get away. They just need to get away and stick the landing. Go on. Oh, that was the one. That was the attempt. Fair play. That was what they needed. Oh, I feel so bad for them. They've earned that. Now we know that they can do it now. They really just need to have more of the same, please. Long ball up, finds Bartosz. Zhang sat in goal, ready for the oncoming storm. Bartosz taking the ball in. Will he ever go himself this time, or is he going to give his teammates more glory? Teammates more glory it is. Finds Menzak. Just prized out of the goal by and an opportunity once again for Jakubik, but he's chosen to recycle it. Fair play. I think the world just stopped as that ball bounced around and decided whether we were going to put Chechens to 11, but it doesn't matter now. They've just done that, exactly that. I've managed to faff about long enough that the inevitable happened. So, unfortunately, not getting hands to that in time. Menzak looking dangerous. Left-handed cannon. Czechia 11, China 0. I think that first goal that apparently did not count. Long ball. Oh, go on. Off the bar. Fair play. Fair attempt. And to be fair, if you're going to leave the goal without a keeper, that's worth a shot any day of the week. Especially when the Chechens have been so effective at holding you that far away from your zone. You're going to have to get it somewhere. Lovely ball up. Finds Kotnik. Kotnik looking to take the ball in. Finds Izelt. Izelt looking dangerous. Finds Janoszek. Over the top. Timeout while we retrieve the ball. It's going to be a Chinese goal line throw, but once again, the Chechens are pressing and putting that pressure on. Su needs to hold this under pressure. He needs a friend. He needs his friends to be paddling around and creating more opportunities. You cannot just sit and wait. Kotnik's going to push Fong clean off the pitch at this rate. Draws the foul. Su getting his skates on, trying to beat Jakubik to the punch, but Jakubik is just quicker. An opportunity once again. It's one-on-one with the keeper. Finds the bar. Kotnik needs to stick the landing. Off the bar again. A blessing for the Chinese at this point in the game. In comes Bartosz. Lovely ball over the top. Izelt. Janoszek. Off for a sideline. Looking like it's going to be Chien to take. I think it's the referee just saying, actually, went off that sideline, you're going to have to take it from over there. Bad luck. The Chinese supporters redoubling their efforts in their chanting. Long ball over. Finds Ling. Ling needs to get a hand to it, but finds himself in the drink into Bartosz, who finally puts himself on the board after so many assists. Beautiful. 3 minutes and 51 seconds now. I think even now, the Chechens are still going to be pressing. I think they're just doing some clever substitutions to fresh players. Long ball up. Oh my goodness. I kind of want this for the Chinese, I do, and also given that you know that it's happened so many times, I'm not entirely sure why the Chechens aren't defending against it. They know they've got the range, it's just the aim. So, but I suppose it doesn't really matter when you're 12 goals up, really, does it? And we're not going to see any respite for the Chinese from the Chechens. I mean, if there are any draws in this group, goal difference becomes very, very relevant. So they are not going to take their foot off the gas at any point. They're going to keep hammering this Chinese defense until that whistle goes. Kotnik into oh goodness me, Mensak. Taking the Chechens to unlucky number 13. Unlucky number 13, but I think the only person it might be unlucky for is the Chinese at this point. And we still haven't put a keeper in. Go on, have a go. But manages to get the ball away, but not to the right player. Izelt on the attack now. Long ball up. Finds Bartosz. Bartosz in front of him. Buries it in the Chinese goal. Checha up to 14 with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left to go. Goodness me. I think it's fair to say the Chinese are looking somewhat dejected now. The supporters have recognized that and they have once again begun their chanting. Jung finds Fong, who's under pressure. Long ball up. That's not where we wanted to put that. Janoszek all the way up to Jakubik. Jakubik over the top finds Izelt, and Izelt has any number of players to choose from here. Bit of a tricky shot for a left-hander off the bottom bar. Once again, these wayward passes really not doing the Chinese any favours. Qian resists the pressure though. Fong, long ball up. Qian needs to get there. He hasn't managed it. He's been pipped at the post by Janoszek. Janoszek all the way up to Izelt. Lovely chest pass over straight into the hands of Bartosz, who again with the assist. Ooh. I mean, to be fair, you're on the right side now for being left-hander, but again, there's a magnet in that ball or something. One minute and 19 seconds left on this under-21 men's first stage group game. Jung is unattended, but not for long. Izelt's picked him up. Jung, number 10, needs to find a friend. All of his friends have summarily left him, unfortunately. Su resists the push. Ooh, swatted away. Referees clearly thought that was too close. They've called it back to the paddle foul. Jiang tries to go for the low ball, manages it. Now, Fong just needs to turn on this. I think Bartosz recognising the danger. Ooh. To be fair to Fong, that was brilliant. Just that little pivot on the ball, creating that space and that opportunity. I think Bartosz recognising the danger, just backing off and giving himself room to get a paddle to it if he could. Qian back in goal. I think we will see the Chechens use this, I was going to say use this full 10 seconds, but apparently not. Maybe they think they've got one more in them, who knows. That was number 2, Chanik. Checha 15, China 0. The Chechens want one more. Can they get it? Surely the Chinese, they just need to hold this now. Damage limitation. That is it. So final score here on pitch 4. Czechia 15, China 0. I mean, fairly decisive victory as victories go. You can't really say anything else than that, really. But thank you to our sponsors, European Sports. You've been absolutely fantastic. Thank you to the host organising committee, the Chinese Canoe Federation, all of the volunteers, the media team. I am going to be sticking around on